Hello everyone. I am Putri from Mantu Pekanbaru. And today, I'd like to tell you guys a story under the title, Hearts Over Gold. So sit quietly, sweetly, and enjoy the story. In a city full of crowds called Depak Depok, there lived a charming girl named Luya Mana, or Luya for short. She was crazy rich because her father, Jarwo, was the most successful CEO in the city. But her richness made her arrogant, spoiled, and lazy, even going to school. All she did was play with her phone or ask Jarwo for some money, even one time. Daddy, I wanted to buy the limited edition BMW car. Can you please give me 5 billion, please? 5 billion? That is a lot of money, Luya. Can you please save a bit, dear? You're late, Luya. Get ready for school. Daddy, please. I ain't going to school if you don't give me the money. Jarwo always tried to remind Luya to not be lavish. But one day, Jarwo came back from work looking so miserable. Turned out, Jarwo's company got tricked and ended up stuck in a huge debt. All of their assets got seized. Luya was so depressed concerning all of her fancy stuff. Homeless, they decided to stay for a while in an abandoned house. Seeing her dad look so pitiful, Luya realized that she can't keep going on like this. She had to try to help her dad. Then she went outside the house. She stumbled upon a dusty little boy, stood by the street, selling newspapers with loud voice and tired eyes. Excuse me, kid. What's your name?
My name is Radit.
Alright, Radit. I'm Luya, and can I know where you got those newspapers, please? I wanted to sell it just like you. Radit was so happy to finally have a friend and quickly led Luya to where he got the newspapers. Luya began to sell newspapers together with him. Meanwhile, Jarwo, he became an illegal parking attendant. Day by day, Luya started to get used to selling newspapers. It's been about 2 months since her first sale. But one day, when Luya and Radit were on a break, Radit, I wonder why you decided to sell all of these newspapers at first. Like, where's your parents?
My parents passed away 2 years ago. They both had a car accident, and I'm selling these newspapers so that I can afford school. Because they always tell me to pursue the highest education.
Hearing that, Luya was so touched, pitiful, but insecure at the same time. She remembered the time when she was rich. She was always too lazy to go to school. But on the roadside lived a boy who sold newspapers just for affording school. When she was home, she bawled her eyes out, full of guilt. I am a bad kid. Why am I so lazy back then? And now here I am, standing as a poor girl. A single teardrop touched the newspaper she was still holding. Suddenly, it glowed, shining blindingly bright that it almost hurts to look at. When Luya opened her eyes, she saw a beautiful fairy godmother stood in front of her. Tring! Hi, Putri. I'm the fairy godmother. I heard that you have a problem here. What can I help you, honey? You look stunning. Well, fairy godmother, my daddy's company broke down and I sold these newspapers to help him. But here I realized that I was a bad kid back then and I'm guilty now. Shh, don't cry, my dear. Crying doesn't change anything. But the fact that you realize your mistakes, that's the first step of becoming a better person, Luya. But maybe I could fix this a little bit, alright? Tralalelo, tralala! With gentle wave of her wand, suddenly the wind blew hard. The sky was getting dark and the storm was everywhere. Boom, boom. Luya was so scared. Ah! Is the fairy godmother even real? What's going on? Not long after that, the wind and the storm sounded like it had disappeared. When Luya opened her eyes, she found herself standing in front of her house, which had turned gorgeous but simple at the same time. She looked around, searching for the fairy godmother to thank her, but turned out she had disappeared. The only thing left was her wand and the newspaper she held before. She picked the newspapers and saw a writing. The true richness is the goodness of the heart. Keep this 50 million. Go to school and help Radit and Jarwo. Luya's heart was full of thankfulness for the fairy godmother. She looked at her house again and saw Jarwo sitting on the porch, smiling brightly. Luya, you wouldn't believe what just happened. The debt collector said that our debt was paid successfully by someone anonymously, and I got offered a job. Luya ran into Jarwo's arm. Dad, I don't know who did that, but I promise I won't be the same spoiled girl as I used to be. You've grown, dear. I'm proud of you. After that, Luya kept the magical wand, and with the money, she went to school and helped Radit to get a scholarship. And they lived happily ever after. The end.